Hello, Internet. My name is Tim,
Oh, and I'm Matt.
and the winter anime season is going to be starting up in a couple weeks. So, we're taking a look at all the new shows that are going to be coming out and rating them in a weird kind of rating system that we're making up. Where if you want to watch them, we're going to rate it as soy sauce and wasabi. If you might want to watch it, it's sushi. If you don't want to watch it, then instant ramen. We're also going to each choose one show for three different categories of Square Watermelon, which is going to be a show that we think that you should definitely watch, like it's a must watch. And then we're also going to have Rotten Fish, which is something you absolutely should not watch, like it's going to be just horrible. And we're also going to have Giant Potato,
I thought it was Mega Potato.
Mega Potato, whatever.
Donald's Mega Potato. If you don't know what
McDonald's
that
Mega
is, look that
Potato.
up.
Yeah, Google that. And that's going to be the show that looks horrible and probably will be, but it just looks so darn fun or weird that you just kind of have to watch it. So we're going to be kind of following along on the Annie chart thing, and we'll post a link to that in the description if you want to follow us along on that. So, starting off with the first show, Absolute Duo. It's made by 8-Bit, and
I just gotta say, Blaze. Really, you got this. The story begins with Blaze, a weapon that is manifestation of the human soul. Okay, I'm gonna have a ding counter, and that means ding cliche. So ding.
basically, like, it's like they have a manifestation of their soul into weapons, and it seems interesting.
It's like crap.
Yeah, the premise is there, but it doesn't look like they're gonna like carry it anywhere. It's very
The
much
pay the
like
bills anime.
it's very much like Matt said, where it's it's the cliched everyone has a power, but main character's power is different, so
The shield.
that
Wow.
equals
I protect
plot.
my friends, guys. Ding.
So, and I mean from 8-Bit, like what other stuff is 8?
What does that? I had never heard 8-bit before.
They have not done a lot. They did Infinite Stratos, which
Oh God.
equals shit.
Oh
So
God.
nothing. It equals nothing at all.
Oh, I'm already throwing a. I'm throwing a freaking
Wow,
instant
I do
ramen
not
at this
have
one.
any high hopes for this at all. So, my rating for this is gonna be a no. So I'm going instant ramen.
Do I even have to say what mine is? It's instant ramen. This doesn't look good. He
Yeah.
ends up living with a beautiful silver hair girl. Ding, 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 ding.
So are we up to like 6 dings or something?
Yeah, something like that. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Who the fuck's keeping count anymore?
I don't know. There'll be a little counter. Trust me. All right. Next up on the list is Aldnoah 02, which is the second season of Aldnoah Zero.
I watched the first episode of this, so I'm not really sure what's happening. All I remember was they killed someone on the first episode. So
I saw the whole show, and I thought it was really entertaining. At times, it had issues with character development. They really they had a main character, but they didn't really focus on him like at all. He had no progression in his character. It basically was like the main character got into his mech, basically lost all emotion, and was somehow able to win fights through military strategies that he really shouldn't have known. And it's not as if it's like some superpower that he gets by getting into the mech. No, he just suddenly has them.
so
And
wait, is it supposed to be something like Code Geass,
no,
where
no, not at all. It's like there's an alien race, and the Earth has been able to go out into space more, and we get to Mars and we find ruins there. But then the alien race that kind of built it comes back, and then they position themselves around the Earth, and they were at war for a while, and this is after that. Like there's a coup, and they try to blow up the princess, something like that. Either way, it was entertaining for action based things. Like the fighting was cool, the mechs were cool, the music was spectacular. If
well,
anything, that was the best thing about that show was the music.
oh, I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was made by Sunrise, but then I just looked at it and it wasn't. It was A1
Yeah,
Pictures,
it's A1.
so I have no idea what that is. I give it a rating of I have no idea.
Simply because I've seen the first season and I thought that was good, I'm gonna go soy sauce and wasabi. But
All
go
right,
back.
you seem to like it. Okay.
I did like it. Yeah,
Call
I
me hypercritical then. Yeah.
I enjoyed it, and if they have more character development, then it can be good.
For the first
So
episode, I just give it like a mediocre score. So if anything, just from that first episode, I give it like sushi.
okay, if anything, watch it for the soundtrack because it's really good.
Or just listen
I
to the
did like
soundtrack. How
just
about
listen to the
that?
soundtrack,
Go
whatever.
YouTube right now. Just look it up. All Zero OST.
There you go. All right, next up is Ansatsu Kyoshitsu.
Okay, we have to just show the cover of this because there's like a tentacle monster on the friggin' cover.
Yeah, it's the English title is Assassination Classroom. It's just a little literal translation, and
And is that like okay on the blue haired girl? Like, is that first of all, I don't even know if that's a girl or a guy, but is what is on her head?
I don't know.
Is that like wings? Did they just put wings onto some guy's head?
Who knows? This show looks entertaining. It really does. Basically, there's these kids in a middle school, and their teacher is this tentacled monster, and the teacher has blown up the moon already. The teacher blew up the moon.
Not saying that that has like catastrophic effects on the Earth or
Yeah,
anything.
this is anime. We can ignore physics.
Forget
And
Dragon Ball blew it up several times. So
the teacher has promised to blow up the Earth if the students cannot kill him within a year.
what kind of teacher is this?
I don't know. It's a teacher that has tentacles and is capable of flying at Mach 20 speed.
No, wait, is this a show about teaching assassins or something? Assassins.
I don't think it's that. I think it's just like a regular middle school, but they have to assassinate the teacher at some point.
Who can capable of reaching Mach 20 speeds?
Yeah. I mean, who hasn't had a teacher like that? But
Oh, some teachers speak at Mach
despite the
20,
fact that like apparently all of the students like really like him as a teacher or something like that.
even though he blew up the freaking moon.
Yeah, I mean,
They're probably having tide problems like crazy.
priorities. But
Right. Yeah. You just say that. I give it
this
a.
I mean, this show it's actually had something come out before. It had an OVA come out before, and I haven't seen it, but from what I can tell from just people talking about it and whatnot, that it got fairly positive reviews, and so I think a TV adaptation could do really well. And I mean, Brainspace has done good work before. I mean, they did Bakano and the first Durarara season,
Oh, so.
so they can do good things.
All right.
I
I still give it sushi. I'm still iffy about it. Maybe like sushi with some soy sauce.
I would go soy sauce and wasabi on this one too because it looks so darn entertaining, and they apparently are giving they have a lot of different character types in this show. Like they all of the students in the class have personalities that they're trying to work with, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with it. Moving on. Oh dear lord.
What are you talking about? I give this one soy sauce and wasabi.
We have Binan, Koku, Chikyu, Boebu, Love. Dear Lord, just saying that makes me want to puke. I don't know what to say about this show.
What are you talking about? That's the best show ever, man. Got the unicorn. Da, da, da.
I don't know. See, I don't know whether or not this show is supposed to be somewhat serious, which it doesn't look to be in the first place anyway, or if it's supposed to be like a Madoka Magica parody. Because in the PV, they talk about how there's a magical pink wombat that shows up that gives people superpowers.
Wombat. Is that the
Yep,
little character in the very front?
yep, that's the wombat.
Just, hey guys, check me out. I have a big hair thingy that has a heart on it.
And it's like, it looks so bad. I
It
mean,
looks like it's. Oh my gosh, that
I
character almost makes me want to punch it, just like Teddy for Persona 4.
it just I don't know what to say about this anymore. And I mean,
It's just strange looking at this picture. I mean, they've never made a magical guy anime,
eh,
so that'll
I
be
mean,
interesting. How...
the
I mean, Negima is kind of a magical boy anime, but
and I mean it's being made by Dio Media, and it doesn't. They've not done much.
well, maybe they're trying to get on the map with this one.
Maybe, maybe just to be like publicity, if not making anything good. So I'm definitely giving this instant ramen. Like, don't watch it.
Oh, what are you talking about? 10 out of 10. This is an instant classic, anime classic
Are
legends.
you actually giving this soy sauce and wasabi?
Heck no!
Dear Lord, I was
This
hoping
is
not.
getting me. Instant ramen.
Thank you. I was going to be
I would give it something worse,
checking
but
on your sanity
yeah,
there.
let's just wait till we get to the later animes here. I got one to rip into.
All right, the next one is Death Parade, and this one looks really good. This is probably one of the better looking ones this season.
It's Madhouse, so I've seen really good things from Madhouse lately.
It's yeah, Madhouse has done really good stuff, and they've actually made something for this one as well. They had like they call it a movie, but it's more like a special because it's only half hour long. They've had something like to the effect of this, and this is like an alternate version, and that got decent reviews. I mean, yeah, like you said, Madhouse. They got Death Note, Summer Wars, that all that
That's kind of
stuff.
weird to think. Those two shows aren't like anything alike.
Well, Summer Wars is a movie, but yes.
It's also made by the person that did The Girl Who Leapt Through Time and his new film Wolf Children. That one's a 10 out of 10.
Madhouse didn't actually do Wolf Children though. I think they
They
helped a
not?
little bit, but they didn't do it themselves.
This Death Parade reminds me a lot of oh, what was it? Dead Man Wonderland
Yeah,
for some
yeah,
reason.
I can
With
see
the
that.
death game. Also maybe like Madai Nikki. But
Mhm. Mhm.
this is one of those I just have to watch and see what happens.
Yeah. So I give this soy sauce and wasabi.
I give it soy sauce and wasabi. I like with soy sauce and wasabi, you know I do.
And this is one I'm definitely gonna watch. So, moving on, we have Dog Days
This
by
is second.
Seven
This is
Arcs.
third season, so
It's a third
I haven't even
season.
seen this. So
Yeah, I think at this point it's more or less if you've seen the other ones, do what you want. If not, I go instant ramen.
I'll give it an. I don't know. Like Larry, I don't know. I have no idea. If it was me, I wouldn't watch it just because I'm not into these kind of things.
It
But
looks
if
it
you,
looks too kiddie for me.
well,
Like
Madoka Magica was freaking looks kitty, but it's
yeah.
pretty dark. So if you like it, go crazy because I have
Yeah.
no idea what this is.
I think if you like it, go I would say sushi. If you don't, then say instant ramen.
I just
So
don't know. Like I give it instant ramen if it was
yeah,
me.
I
So
know. Moving along fairly quickly. Next one is Durarara X2 Show. I am
Durarara,
so
come on! I'm not even gonna go into this
I
one.
am
If you haven't
so
seen Durarara,
excited.
go stop now. Watch Durarara and come back to
I
this.
am so excited for this show to come out because the first season is awesome, and they're finally making more.
Is it still from the perspective of I can't remember his name show?
Yeah, I think so. And they have some new characters that are coming into it, and then they keep a lot of the old ones, which is going to be really fun. There are lots of characters in there that are just so much fun to watch. And it's actually a three core show. And so the first part show is going to be this winter. The second part is going to be in the summer of 2015, and the third part is going to be next winter in 2016. But I'm really excited for this one, so I'm actually giving this one my square watermelon.
Oh gosh, dang, we were doing that now. I don't know. Like I like it, but there may be other ones I'm not sure
When
about.
it comes to
So,
the rest of the shows this season, I would say that's my square watermelon.
but go and watch this one. I have good hopes for this one. Yeah, the first episode of Durarara still was kind of confusing. Season
I,
one was just like kind of strange at the very beginning.
I mean, you just kind of had to get used to it as you go along. Yeah, that's probably one of the ones I'm most excited about this season.
So I
Uh,
give this one soy sauce and wasabi.
hmm All right, next one is Isuka.
I didn't even read this one yet.
Um, basically, this person, this kid needs a job to pay rent, and then does housekeeping for somebody who's like a exorcist or something, and he accidentally breaks something and releases a creature, and then he helps her catch it again. And so then he goes and helps capture more creatures, and that's the show.
This reminds me of Beyond the Boundary, just from that. Like they had
Yeah,
to go find creatures, and they everyone they I think it was every shade they destroyed, they get money depending on how hard it was or how dangerous that shade was.
yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't think it's that way though, because he's just working for this family to make rent, but destroying the creatures doesn't get him money.
Oh yeah, I guess, but it's kind of cliche, so ding.
So it's one of those that kind of like it seems interesting, but it's been done before. So I'm gonna go. If you like this type, it's one of those where it's like if you like it, it might be good. If you don't, then it might, just don't watch it. So I'm gonna go Sushi.
Sushi.
Next is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusaders 2.
I got no comment about this one. If you
It's
like it, absolute ridiculous, go watch it.
it's a continuation of the same arc that was in last summer's season, and technically this is the third arc of JoJo's Bizarre
So
Adventure.
wait, is it Jotaro or
Uh, Jotaro Kujo?
yeah?
Yes, that it's him.
Okay, so it's
Still him,
yeah.
yeah.
If you haven't watched this, there's several JoJos, so they're
Yeah.
all different.
And
And
if you want to watch this because it is really fun to watch, and if you like just like random stuff kind of while staying serious at the same time, then watch it, but do go back and watch the first season.
the first
The
season is kind of really slow, though. Or are you talking about Star Crusaders too, or
No,
like
I'm
the
talking
first part?
first season. You have to start with arc 1 in order for most of it to make sense.
And don't worry if you want to speed through some of it because it's really slow.
The third arc is considered to be the most popular, and that's the one they're in right now.
Second part two was pretty
Arc
entertaining.
2 was good, but they did shove that into half of a season.
Okay, yeah.
And this was so that had half. They had one core for that arc. This had four cores.
Dio, best character ever.
So if you like the show, I do myself. Go watch it. I give it soy sauce and wasabi
I
simply
think
on
if you
based on
like
that.
Gurren Lagann, you would like this. I don't know. That's something I assume.
And I mean, fun fact for those of you if you're interested, the guy who made the manga that it's based on was a big, apparently classic American rock fan. So like all of the names of the characters in the show are like classic rock references. Like there's literally an antagonist in the second season that is named AC/DC. So it's like that straight up. And they have like classic rock songs as some of the openings and endings. So it's fun. Check it out if you want to. Uh,
I love
so
how the description, like literally, the battle against Dio.
well, I mean, this is the second part of the third arc, so
The
it's like
world, though, you know.
if you're watching it, you've probably seen the first part, so they already know what's going on. So, what was your rating on this?
Uh, I'll give it soy sauce and wasabi. Why not?
It
It was entertaining.
is, and the poses are fun. And apparently, they have a really fairly halfway decent fighting game that came out in the U.S. not too long
I'll
ago.
be the judge of that one.
Yeah. All right. Next one is Junketsu no Maria.
Virgin magic.
Virgin Magic. Yeah.
Virgin magic. Would you just care to like read this description?
And there's a witch who lives, and it's during the Hundred Years' War in France, and she doesn't like war, so she kind of goes and she screws with fights with magic powers. But then this attracts the attention of like God, and so he sends angels there, and they make an edict that she will lose her magical powers when she loses her virginity. So yeah, that's actually a plot point, and they're serious about that.
I don't even know where to begin with that. Why are those two things linked? Like
Anime.
like she's fighting wars. Fighting wars equals having sex with people.
You know,
What the
anime.
why? See, this is why Miyazaki gets angry at anime sometimes.
It just I don't know. And the fact is that it's like production IG has done good things. They did all the Ghost in the Shell. They did Attack on Titan. Like they've done good things. They did
Yeah, but you also
Psychopaths,
know that
but
all of
it's
those are
like
weird things, too.
they all yeah, that's true.
This is this is certainly in the
That's
weird
very true
category.
when I think about it.
This is incredibly, really strange. I don't even know where to begin with the virgin magic. I'm still trying to connect the two of how magic and virginity are connected. What the,
I'm
because
gonna say instant ramen.
I'm
Don't
giving
watch
this my
this.
um mega potato. I just want to see what the heck they do with
Are
this.
you really?
I am giving this my mega potato. I want to know how they get virgin. What plot point does our virginity have to do in this story?
Oh man. Who
Because
knows? Maybe I'll get really bored and decide to watch it.
doesn't mean I'm gonna watch it. Mega potato does not mean I'm gonna watch it.
Well, you want to see what happens, don't you?
I want to see what happened, but I'd rather just read it.
That okay. That's understandable. All right. Next one is Juwo Mujin no Fafnir. You can take this one.
Okay, in this ultimate school battle action story, the world was transformed by the sudden appearance of monsters known collectively as dragons. Ding! Before long, girls known as D. Okay, let's just stop there. What do they mean by that? D, like double D's? Are we talking about their breast size? Why are they fighting dragons? Why are they named D to begin with? Is it supposed to be dragons?
Oh man.
They were born with dragon powers. Okay, play play freaking some song of Skyrim right now. Ding. Okay, a boy named Yu Mononobe is the world's only male D. Okay, what the what what? So the only male D.
Cliched.
I mean, we're all thinking it. Why did they name it this way? I mean, the anime is clearly catered towards male otakus. This anime just makes me go, what the hell are they doing?
Yeah.
He's forced to enroll into Midgar, a school for D girls. I mean, oh, I'm done. I can't. No, I'm done. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Right, fish, done.
All right. So the rotten fish from Matt, and yeah, I can agree with that. I don't give it my rotten fish actually, but I give it instant ramen. Don't watch this.
Like,
It looks just horrible.
you know, he's the only. He's forced to enroll into a girls' school, and the girls' school freaking needs a male D. You know, and then where he sees a female student, Iris, naked. Ding, ding, ding. Great. More cliches. Let's rotten fish with maggots in it. Let's move on.
Yeah. Moving on. Next is Kamisama Hajimemashita.
Great
Uh,
Japanese pronunciation right there, Jay. You
uh,
say
it's by TMS, and it's the second season. For I don't remember when the first season came out. I didn't watch it. From what I can tell, it was somewhat okay.
it was
Uh,
decent enough.
it's. Did you see it?
A little bit of it. It was decent enough. We watched it in our anime club, and I honestly, it's kind of forgettable because I didn't
What
watch it
was the
that much.
plot, really? Like I kind of
That's
read a
why it was kind of
synopsis.
forgettable. I didn't
Okay.
remember.
I mean, I kind of read a synopsis, something about this girl goes and she kind of gets tricked into taking over a god's job, something like that. I don't remember.
It's certainly catered towards a shoujo audience, but in terms of shoujo, I think it was like decent enough. I mean, it got a second season, so that
Yeah.
at least means that people watched it. I'm not gonna say it was good because there's a lot of things that got second seasons that weren't good.
So
But
I give
I
this
give
sushi.
sushi because I don't know.
Sushi. Yeah, I gave it sushi. If you want to watch it, I like most things, go watch the first season, and So
Got 13 days. Go plow through that anime.
yeah. Uh, Next is Kantai Collection Konkole, which is based off of an online card game.
Is that really where it was? I've been wondering what this is. Like, I've
Yeah,
seen so many fan things of
it's based off of
Kantai.
an online card game, and literally like any types of like it's weird. Anything they've kind of released about the show has been like just screenshots of sprites from the game. And from what I can tell from people commenting on this show is that they seem to be with the general consensus that they just kind of picked one of the characters from the game to make a story on and to focus on. They just kind of like plucked one out of obscurity and they're like, why did they pick this character? So I don't think it'll
Is
be
it
that.
about battleships or something? I've always like.
I'm not really sure. I think so.
I mean, it's popular enough that I see it all over the internet.
Yeah, I think it is, but as with most shows that are based on games, not shows that have games based on them, shows that are based on games, they tend not to do so great, especially like card games where it's like I don't really see how much plot you could take from a card game.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, but remember that show made the game. That's what I'm like.
Okay, yeah, that one does.
The game
Guard
came after
Fighter
the show.
Vanguard, was that any good?
I heard it wasn't that great. I mean,
Oh.
fans of the card game may have liked
Well,
it,
the
but
the card game is pretty entertaining. I mean, they also made forgive my German pronunciation, Weiss Schwartz
you got it right. And
and
that game's pretty fun. Did they make a show?
Weiss Schwartz.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of hard being that they're
Oh yeah, they have like
based off
everything.
anime
Yeah,
characters.
that's true. I don't know. I obviously haven't played the game enough to say much about it. So I give that one instant ramen. I'm not. I wouldn't watch it.
I would give it sushi just because I don't know, and I've at least seen a lot of people that like it, so it might be pretty good to watch it. So maybe bordering on soy sauce and wasabi, but it looks pretty like moe. So
Next is Kofku Graffiti.
okay, I just have to say this is one heck of an art change right here.
Yeah, it's Shaft, but it doesn't look like Shaft.
Like Shaft to remind them Monogatari, right? They're the ones
Yeah,
that make the. They always have the weird neck thing.
yeah, the neck, the neck tilt,
Now, if they still
and
put it in there, I'm gonna immediately give this soy sauce and wasabi just to see. Just like, would you like to eat some pastries?
it just like, and it's a food-based show. That's what it is. And I mean, Grant, the plot point that they put in there really is that she makes friends through her food.
Well, it's a comedy, so
And yeah, it's true. But I mean, that just sounds like, here, take this food, be my friend.
erotic meal scenes. Okay, I just read that.
Yeah, that's actually a part of the preview in it. And honestly, like the PV, they used Christmas Canon as the background music for that, which is just what?
Well,
Like,
it is a cafe. I'm gonna assume,
I mean, yeah, but
and I wouldn't be
Christmas
surprised if
Canon?
someone.
I mean, I'm sure there'll be a Christmas episode in there since they put that in there.
It's the first episode.
The first episode, Christmas, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, I
So
give.
I give this one instant ramen. Don't
Sheesh, and I said I was a hypercritical one.
yeah. Well, we
I
all
say
are.
sushi
I
because it could be
just
funny. I mean, I don't know. Shaft
I
makes some really weird humor
yeah,
sometimes.
they do. I just the only thing I'd be interested to see what they do with it is the fact of that animation change, and the fact that it does look very different than what they've done before. So that's all the time we have for this part. We're gonna continue it on in a second video. So it'll be coming out fairly shortly right afterwards. We just wanted to keep the video time lower so that we're not, keeping you here for forever and ever. So we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.